Welcome to Melanin and Manga. I am Sheena, she's a geek, and this is my end of the summer book tag. Oh, I love it that we're coming to the end of the summertime. Fucking hate the summer, okay? I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for it to cool down. But yes, I love watching book tags on YouTube, and I saw that one of my favorite booktubers, Constance the Reader, did one, and I was like, oh, I want to do one. So, but yeah, and I was like, I love doing them and I love watching them, but I suck at doing them because I just ramble on and I can never just pick one. Like, usually it's about books and I can just never pick one book. But I think I'm going to do good this time, so let's get into it. Okay, just a little side note, I looked it up, and what they consider summertime starts on Friday, June 20th, and it ended on September 22nd, so that's the only times that I picked. So for June, technically I read a whole bunch, but within that time period, I only read one, and it was fabulous, by the way. July, I read 12. August, I had 10 under my belt, and September, I had 14. So altogether, I had like 37 books, I think. Don't ask me. I'm horrible at math, but yes, so yeah, okay, that's all. Let's get started. So question number one is, which book can you not stop thinking about? And that would be Under Your Scars. Oh my god, that fucking book. So my comic book wife, Kelly, told me about this book, and she's like, bro, this book has me in a chokehold. Like, it has me all in my feelings. I'm like, girl, what is it? And she told me, I was like, say less. And it's a dark romance. I'd never heard of it. I'm not too sure like how this one got under the radar. I'm not on TikTok, so I'm not too sure if it is popular over there, but it is a dark romance. You meet this girl and she's trying to become a lawyer. It's giving, this is what she really liked about it, it's giving like Batman and Red Hood vibes. So you meet this girl and she wants to be a lawyer, but she doesn't want to just be any lawyer. She wants to work for this firm that's like, you know, all the elites and stuff. And but it's like in a place like Gotham, you know, really like shitty part of town, a lot of crime, everything like that. But she's determined to be a lawyer there. So she goes and works there, and her boss, Christian, is like, you know, playboy, billionaire, like everything she catches his eye. And on the other side, she ends up almost getting assaulted one night, and she's saved by this vigilante that is running amok in the town, and he ends up saving her life and becoming obsessed with her. So she's dealing with that, those two, you know, and they're like night and day from each other in some ways. But yeah, like, if you like dark romance, if you like a lot of like the twist in there, I was like, what the fuck? Oh my goodness, at the end I was like holding my breath listening to this. But yes, it is very fucked up. I don't want to give too much away, but it's not heavy. It's very heavy, very, very heavy. I know that I had to take a break from it a couple of times because it just, my anxiety was just through the fucking roof listening to this thing. But yeah, very, still, we still talk about it to this day. I read it early summer, and I was just like talking to her about it the other day. I was like, oh, Christian, and then she's like, say less, bitch. I know. And I was like, I know. Oh my god, my heart. Yeah. So next question is, which book would you rather have not read? Listen, don't judge me on this one, okay? And that is Cold Sweat. So you know how, Cold Sweat. So you know how Hoopla or like Kindle Unlimited has like those weird books that are like for free and stuff like that, like really quick and just, I don't know, just corny as fuck. And I saw that, why did this one pop up in my recommendations? I said, you know, we need to like evaluate ourselves. And I went to work talking to the girls at work about this. I was like, I need to not be the only one that was traumatized by this book. So as you can see from the picture, you can just imagine what goes down. So this girl, she has a stepbrother, and he's a Kool-Aid man, and I didn't realize that he was a Kool-Aid man until like 50% into the book. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh my goodness, the scenes And like the callback to the actual Kool-Aid Man, I was fucking dead. It's only like an hour and a half long or something like that if you listen to it. I was like, I liked myself before I even read this book. This book is fucking ridiculous, and it sucks because like they had a really nice male voice playing the Kool-Aid dude, and I would get sucked in and I'd be like, wait a minute, no, this isn't okay. I know we read some weird shit, you know, but this one takes the fucking cake. Okay. Question number 3, what genre did you read the most in the summer? And I read a lot of fantasy. I read a lot of like contemporary rom-coms and shit like that, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, I just read a lot of gay shit. If you want to be honest, you know, I tried other things. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to reading my queer books. So yeah, I've been having fun. But which book surprised you the most? So I found this the series called the VRC, which stands for Vampire Related Crimes, and it's by Alice Winter. And I like tore through the whole series summer, and I absolutely loved it. Like, it was one of those ones that I feel like it's like a sleeper hit. Like, looking at it, it looks corny as fuck, but when you start listening to it, it's so good. And the dude that does the voice does a great job at doing all the characters. It's only one person. He does all the characters. This guy named Finn, he is a human, and he wants to work at, he is a cop, and he wants to work at the unit that all the vampires work at. And vampires are real. They're walking around, you know, like normal people and shit like that, but they have their own crimes unit because of the fact that, you know, vampires are stronger, faster, and all that stuff, so they need their own little unit. And Finn wants to become one of them because he has like a vendetta against the vampire, and he feels like if he befriends some vampires, then they would help him out with his case. So, and it just goes on from there. And then like he meets and falls in love with the main vampire guy named Marcus, and it is so funny. Like, there's parts, I was telling my friend Carrie about it, there's so many parts that I literally was laughing out loud. I've never laughed out loud at a book as much as I did this one, and I'm so glad that I gave it a chance, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I think I read or listened to the 7, all 7 of them this summer. So yeah, absolutely love. Next question is, what book disappointed you the most? And I'm gonna have to go with Disciplinary Action. I really love her writing. I enjoy it. She does like a lot of like dark romance and stuff like that. But this one, I was like, oh, it was like age gap, teacher student type shit. And so this boy, he goes to boarding school, and he's like really smart, but he got it, his dad did some fuck shit, and then he ended up like with the like the kickback from what his dad did, you know, so everybody's not like fucking with him on a level, and he ends up getting a job, and he ends up becoming for sex work, and he ends up sleeping with this professor, but he doesn't know that he's a professor. Like, he just meets him one night, has a whole ass connection with him, and they part ways. Come to find out, he's a headmaster of the school that he's attending and just started, so they can't leave each other alone. He is of age, but I don't know, I could not, it was just very cringy to me. Like, I'm not into the whole, like, age gap is fine, but the way that he was calling him daddy, the way that was just like, I don't know, it was just very cringy. I just did not like it. I couldn't even finish it. So yeah, I was very disappointed because they had a fucking dog in there. I was like, that looks like a pit bull. I'm gonna read this. And then I was like, girl, I can't do this at all. So, and there was a manga called God of Eden, and it was an Omega verse, and I was like, oh shit, this sounds like, I'm not really big on Omega verses, but they're like hit and miss for me. But I was like, oh, this one sounds really good. And it was just 90% smut and like this much of a story. And like the story wasn't even making any damn sense. Like, I don't know if it was just a translation over from, you know, Japanese to English, where it was kind of like missing like some holes to the story. But I was just like, okay, okay, I'm all about the smut, but I mean, like, I like story too, you know. So I felt like they could have did way better. Took their time, really getting into these characters and stuff. But like, man, I was very disappointed in that one. But all right, next question is, what is your favorite cover? And I'm gonna go with Tough Love. That cover is so fucking gorgeous. I don't have it. I actually borrowed this one from Hoopla, but oh man, that cover, if I ever just bought a book, it would, and just for the cover, man, that cover is so beautiful. And I know that there are some special editions to that book that are just gorgeous, but yeah. And the story is not bad at all. I really enjoyed the story. Our boy, Teddy Hamilton, was playing the ogre. I was like, hey boy, hey, you know, so yeah, I really liked the story. Next one is, what is your favorite summer release? And I'm gonna go with the two, and that is Pucking Strong. I waited a whole damn year for this one. This is part of the Jackson Ray series, and I loved it. Two guys, fake dating. I'm all about the fake dating. Friends to lovers type shit. Miscommunication. I'm really not into the miscommunication, but this one made so much sense. I loved how long it took. This one was like a really slow burn. Like, it was two dudes. This one guy, he was from, where is he from? It's gonna come back to me. Where is he from? Sweden. He's from Sweden. He comes over here to play hockey, and something really tragic happens where he has to go back, and he ends up with his niece, and he's trying to get custody of his niece. And in Sweden, they're just like, nah, you know, like, we can give her a better life over here. You're a hockey player, you barely have time for her, and blah blah blah. They were like, you know, if you had like a steady relationship or something like that. So this dude named Teddy was like in love. What is that dude's name? The other dude he was with. I'll put it up here. So, the hockey player. So Teddy's like in love with this hockey player, and he's his physical therapist for the actual team that he plays on. And he actually goes with him to Sweden because he doesn't have anybody, you know, and Teddy's like, I don't want him to go by himself. And, you know, I'm kind of obsessed with him, so I'll go with him and support him. And they were like, well, you know, if you were married, it'd work out better. And Teddy's like, fuck it. I'll marry you. I'll marry you for those reasons, for you to get your niece in custody of her and shit like that. And he's like, you know, we can fake this shit, you know. So they end up getting married, but you know, the feelings really evolved, and I just love how slowly they got to know each other. They got to fall in love. It was like 100 and something pages before they even kissed. So this was very slow, but I absolutely loved it. Interracial relationship, very cute, done very well in my opinion. I absolutely loved it. So definitely well worth the wait. And then for a manga that I really enjoyed was Ask and You Will Receive, and that came out in I think July. I could be wrong, but I can't get enough of this BL. I absolutely love this fucking story. If you want to get into BL, definitely read this one. And this is the second one. The two dudes that are messing with each other, they're slowly getting to know each other because they were just hooking up casually and like a whole bunch of messy shit, but now they're like realizing that they have feelings for each other and really getting to know each other. And oh my god, I'm like, why can't this be like 300 volumes? Because I can't get enough of these idiots. And I love the side characters. I just love it. And the next one doesn't come out until what? Next month, I think, at the end of next month. So it's killing me. It's always like that. The good manga always takes fucking forever to come out. Always. So, okay. Next one is, which books are on your to be read that you never got around to? So I started The Filthy Rich Vampire. The very last one is called Eternity. It was so fucking long. It was like 20 something hours, and I'm not, you know, I'm not shy of that. I'm like, the longer the better, but for some reason, I don't know, I got sidetracked really bad listening to this book. So, and it wasn't like it was bad. Teddy Hamilton, Stella Hunter was reading it, like, can't go wrong. But I don't know, think I just got sidetracked with some cake stuff, so that could have been it. But I definitely want to finish that, and I definitely want to finish Nana. I started it. It's very wordy, very, very, very wordy. So, but I feel like it's very worth it. So I got through volume 1. I'm like 80% done, and I stopped reading it. So I definitely want to go back and finish it, and it's still there. It's still just sitting there. So yeah. Next question is, which book is on your to be read for the fall? So I have a couple that I really want to read. So Bitter Bird. All right, I know I keep talking about that damn book, but it actually drops next week, but the audio doesn't come out for like another month. And I get it because the dude that she's having play the part is like a really popular narrator, so he's probably backed up right now. So she just announced who is doing the audio. So, and then I didn't see the solicitations for it, but I believe that that's what's happening. So, but he is very much worth the wait. So I will definitely be listening to that when that drops. After watching Demon Slayer the movie, I am fiending to know how it ends. Okay, so we're not getting another like season or anything for quite some time. So I think I'm gonna break open my Demon Slayer box set. Finally, I've had it up on my shelf for like years, so I think I'm gonna break it out and figure out what happens at the end, so I can be wrecked, and then when the movie and the anime comes back out, I could be wrecked again. So definitely gonna do that, and I definitely want to read more of my Daddy Batman that I have sitting around, and I have a whole little list of it, so I definitely want to read more of that. And oh shit, that's it. Yay, I think I did good. I didn't ramble all on and everything. I'm just like out of breath a little bit because I'm chubby. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you do watch this and you feel, encouraged to do it too, please tag me. I love watching them as much as I love doing them. And yeah, I appreciate any time that you guys spend over here. And if you're new, hi, please stay and step us up. And yeah, hopefully in December, this is October, so hopefully October is going to be good and we're around more, so we shall see. But yeah, take care. Thanks.